life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
You, sir.
Yo, we turn this music down. You're all so lovely, wouldn't you agree? You're all so lovely. Give yourself a round of applause.
If I throw a dog a bone, I don't want to know if it tastes good or not.
Yo, I am having a week. And I see, judging by other people's YouTubes and Instagrams, we have all been getting our arses handed to us. Yo, nasty like. It has not been fun. It has not been fun out there getting your ass handed to you out there. Yo, my name is Mike. I'm a commercial appliance repair technician based in Houston, Texas. And I've currently been getting my arse kicked out here by some unusual stuff, some funny stuff. And just things happen. Things happen. Let me add in Instagramma. Let's add in Instagramma. So I haven't added those guys in quite a while. I feel a little guilty. Just a little bit. Some of the people on Instagram have been hitting me up. Yo, and that's why things look funny. Damn, I don't have my lighting. Shoot. I went live without my lighting. My bad. Normally I have very harsh lighting. I've been procrastinating on making like a diffuser for a long time. I've been procrastinating on that. Anyhow, here I am, here for y'all. I do want to reiterate. Let me reiterate, exonerate the following statement. Please be careful out there when dealing with certain manufacturers, certain how should we say, brands. The tariff, Orange Man's tariffs have done a number on some players out there in the game.
You got that vision.
And hold on. So you got to be careful if you're going to do work for MVP Group. Make sure you get a credit card up front. MVP Group has been going through bankruptcy for like, man, over 6-7 months. Before that, MVP Group was slow to pay. They were hiding behind paperwork. So they would use that old, oh, you don't have the paperwork filled out properly, or you didn't have this filled out, that filled out, so we're not going to pay. So they played that game. And then when people made sure all their paperwork was in order, made sure everything was signed off, all the T's were crossed, all the I's were dotted, then the text would mean, well, not the text, but the ladies that would answer the phone would throw their hands up in the air and say, oh, well, you got to talk to the CEO, and he's working all this out. CEO never worked it out. One thing that I really wish I would have took advantage of is the previous CEO wanted to work out a deal where I was going to, in my market, just my market, I was going to go ahead and pick up all the units that were shipping damage. I was going to pick up all the units that were returns. I was going to pick up all the units that were deemed irreparable out in the field. And then I was going to, the offer that I had was to fix all those units. They would give me whatever parts I wanted at no cost. I would fix the units. I would sell the units and then split the money with the, that was the fuzzy part though. We would split the money with someone at MVP. And it's funny that now there's no talk of that. But that was once an arrangement they had. And I was like, man, I really don't feel like spending my time going out there. And they were like, yeah, but we're trusting you with just giving us the money back. And I was like, yeah, but I got to do storage and I got to meet with these people. Because that's the other thing that people don't really take into account is that when you do sales, just because you meet with someone doesn't mean that that person you're meeting with is a guaranteed sale. And then once you have people meet up and see where your stuff is, you could have the occasional break-in, that kind of stuff. But it is what it is. Sorry, I'm going to be eating some tangerines throughout this broadcast. Have not eaten at all today. Long story. Don't know if you want to hear it, but my apologies.
Greed and panic. Greed and panic.
So that little rant, that was about MVP. They're still out there. You can get parts for MVP Group. Some of the employees splintered off and they started their own North American supply house. So they're sourcing the parts. They sort of did like what Onera Group did, but they're sourcing the parts. It's about, I want to say it's about 3 or 4 former tech support / technicians from MVP Group. They started their own thing and they are supplying the parts. So if you do run into any of that stuff, let me show you the stuff. Sorry, man. Well, I'll do this. And I have done work on MVP products since they've gone bankrupt, as far as COD wise. You know what? Maybe I should bring up this lighting. Since I don't have, that's a little harsh. Yeah, since I don't have my usual lighting, or whatever. Unfortunately, you guys know what I look like. While I rummage through the internets, I got a funny story for you. Want to hear it? All right, here you go. Ooh, oh, that finally is working. I myself I'm not a very jealous man. Never been a very jealous husband. Never really seen a need in it. Purpose for it. Woo, Michael Manuel, what's happening? Yeah, I'm late. Boy, I was not expecting any of you guys on the East Coast to still be up. Because you know what? I'm late. When I come on later, you guys let me have it. But yeah, Michael Manuel. These units are out there. Thousands of these units are out there. So you don't have to send these clients away. You can still get parts for HydroCool, Cool It Infinity, Icon refrigeration. Wow, when the hell did they do? Oh yeah, they did have like Icon mixers and stuff. Jet Tech dishwashers, Axis, which is like the pasta makers, the Primo, Sierra, God awful Sierra. Like I said, once again, they have a separate entity. It has nothing to do with MVP Group. They cannot give you a dispatch on warranty. They're only handling COD. So if you run into it, it doesn't matter if it's 5 years from now, you can still get parts. You won't be able to get parts from MVP Group like that. And I'm keeping an eye on this situation. So if someone does pick up the pieces, free post install. Oh God, who are they tricking to do this? Who are they tricking into this? Because the fun fact is that oh yeah, Michael Manuel.
How good of you to join.
Thank you for joining us. They don't make any of this stuff. None of this stuff is made by them. It's all made by somebody else. In my market, I have never had the chance to run across Jet Tech. You guys have seen it all up and down the East Coast. You guys have seen it elsewhere. In my market, it is a very strong, with dishwashers, it's very strong on Hobart, very strong on CMA, of which I service. And then when it going slowly down that hill, it is Jackson. And then you do run into Champion. But Jackson and Champion are used sort of like as leased items. Uh-oh, I ran out of oranges. Shit. Oh well. Anyhow, so that's what you run into out there in the field. Occasionally you run into Fagor Concept Plus. Occasionally you run into No, I would say occasionally you run into Samick, but no. I was in that test group for the Samick units. But they are going to be releasing some new one. Jason Love. Oh shit, Jason Love is gone now. On Instagram. So yeah, you're going to run into these, and as you run into these, if you need parts on COD, you can actually get it from the guys. I believe they're down there in Florida. I believe the guys are in Florida. One of them is an Africana. because you can't mistake that accent. I was like, man, I'm trying to place it. Man, where the hell are you from? He's like, oh, I'm from South Africa. And I was like, oh, shit. Fryers, Icon Fryers. So any of this stuff you need, you can get it. You can work on this COD. And to reiterate the other stuff from earlier today, I was someone contacted me from earlier today. Damn, Globe? No, not Globe. Oh, shit. I showed him some parts. General. You know what? I'm gonna just go to Max Ice. So Max Ice, Max Ice is on a roll, should I say? You can get this stuff on Home Depot. Max Ice is the one that's actually doing the OEM supplying for a lot of other Orion. Some of your local distributors might have a Max Ice or a Max Cool refrigeration unit, and those are all, Max Cold. Yeah, they make wine units, they make ice machines. So they do blur the lines on the residential and commercial stuff, prep tables and all that. Let me see what the hell are they. Is this Chinese made or Mexico made? I cannot remember. But yeah, I did legacy companies. There we go. Legacy companies. If you do want in on this, they did a funny story. They dropped a, shall we say, a top 3 service company, and I'm only going to say 3 as far as number of employees, not as far as stature. So they dropped one of the top 3, citing irreconcilable differences. So now they're out here back on the market again, and they're looking for a service company near you, or you for that matter. As you can see, the parts come out of Parts Town, as you know, as usual.
You got to go, man.
As usual, freaking Parts Town. I recently sold my soul to the devil. No, I take that back. I didn't. I ordered from All Points. Parts Town for next day air because I needed a part for tomorrow, for Friday. Oh man, Parts Town wanted like $200 something for the part. It was already a $900 part. They wanted $240 for next day air. All Points was like $45. 45, I can deal with that. I can deal with $45. My customer could deal with $45. $245. After the fuck up that I did, you know, I just showed the customer. I said, "Hey, man, I'm not playing games with you. This is not me trying to pad the bill, bruh. Parts Town is actually charging $200 something just so we can send this out next day air. I know you guys are talking all that big Willie stuff about how, oh, price is no object. Bullshit, price is no object. Once they start seeing that the fourth part that I needed. Yeah, you heard that right. The fourth part that I needed would have a shipping cost of $245. They'd be like, damn. Yeah, they were like, all right, cool. If you could do something else, then yeah, do something else. So I picked up the phone and called the lovely ladies at All Point, and All Point worked it out for a brother. They're getting the part from God knows who. I believe it's Parstown. I truly believe it's Parstown. Fun fact: most of the places that you're placing your order from are getting their parts from Partstown. You find out when you get the damn part and it's got the R2D2 barcoding all over the damn thing. Let me see if we got anybody. Yo, we got somebody. Oh, damn, they're already gone on Instagram. You know what? I am just going to put Instagram up on the big screen. There we go. So now I can see. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm ranting and raving this evening, letting you guys know about the different stuff out there. It is what it is. Hey, I do free flow broadcasts. I ramble, but it has relevancy. Ramble on, but it has relevancy. I'm telling you about a couple of one that's in bankruptcy to stayed the hell away from, and then another one that is in good standing. I just got a check from them. They make all kind of products, hot side, cold side, prep equipment, and they used to own Cold Draft. That was a thing. Oh man, that was a time. Woo! And so they they sold off Cold Draft. They sold that to Scotsman because Cold Draft was a bit much for them to handle. They had Cold Draft ice machines sitting around in their warehouse that were easily 5, 6 plus years of age sitting in the warehouse. So needless to say, when we got them out in the field and then you pulled up the damn the date of manufacture it pops up on the screen when you're dealing with these Cold Draft units, and yeah, you were seeing some way back time machine numbers. So they were not Max Ice, legacy companies was not very successful dealing with Cold Draft. Scotsman took it. Scotsman needed that those patents, that intellectual property, the whole nine. They really can care less about the actual ice machines of the company. They just need it so that they can produce their own and not get sued or have to pay royalties to Cold Draft. So once you own it, yeah, you could take whatever, you could raid it. They corporate raided that sucker, just like when they were with Indonis and Manitowoc, Scotsman, Isomatic were all one. They, what's old is new again. Oh, let me see here. So now Scotsman owns that sucker. Let me see what we got here. Let me see what we can find here with the legacy company. But yes, if you are looking to add a line, it's a very diverse line. Whoa! Oh, wow. The legacy companies got bought up by a hedge fund. They used to be owned by this one Turkish guy. And he's the one that first started with the Bevlis and the Excalibur and Zero. He started accumulating all those Nautilus. He started accumulating all those over, man, like 15 years ago. So I don't know if this is still him or not. Really? Let me see what this portfolio is. Let's see who is all in this. Odd manufacturers, 5 Lake Manufacturing, Express Flooring. No, I don't think this guy owns it anymore. That explains so much. That explains why they sold off Cold Draft. Everybody thinks they're fucking Jack Welch. Everybody thinks they're Jack Welch. Jack Welch had this 10%. Jack Welch had this 10% thing. If their revenue was less than 10% of the bottom line, partner and member of investment group. He's this Shah guy. He's way too young. He could be the son. He could be the son. It was this guy was older back in the day. Let's see here. And they were not that dark. They weren't Indian. They were, like I said, the guy was like Turkish or Iranian or something like that. What is this? No. So this guy, okay, so Brookside has nothing to do with the original guy that put together that. Huh. Okay. Well, anyhow, looks like the legacy companies are in good financial hands, deep pockets. I don't see anything to worry about there. If there was some issue, they would more than likely sell it off, just like they sold off Cold Draft. And Cold Draft is all right. It's just an acquired taste. I mean, it's just one of those things, man. Let me see if I missed any questions or anything while I'm doing my rant. But yeah, man, I've got my ass kicked by a Turbo Chef HH 2020. Ordinarily, I love those machines. I love them. I love them and they love me. The ventless. I love those machines. Until I got to this one. They occasionally catch fire. Who doesn't? Who doesn't occasionally catch fire? Right? These people, they don't clean them. They're supposed to use a certain catalytic converter cleaner, and all that other good stuff that filters out all the smoke and whatnot. And when they don't clean it, all of that buildup becomes flammable. And then it's time for fire. And I love it when it's time for fire. I love it when it's a bonfire in a Turbo Chef HH 2020. Yo, L to the, oh, you made it, brother. You made it.
Being involved and being active on his YouTube channel. Well, welcome back.
As CGA Coach Greg Adams would normally say.
Church check in.
And as Minister Jack would say.
Church check in.
Church check in. So yeah, let me move on. Let me move to the Turbo Chef. And then I'll get, that's gonna pop up right away because I have just been yappity yap all about this. Now I'm gonna be straight up with you. My latest obsession. Oh, you finally made it home, brother. Congratulations. My latest obsession is the Turbo Chef Fire. I want one bad. I got to have one. I've been searching. I've been searching the interwebs, and it just the stars have not aligned.
God.
But I'm out there. I'm out there like this one. I'm out there like this one. Every time I go to a convention or a show, there's a Turbo Chef fire out there. I'm just like, ah. And I asked the chef that's using it, hey man, how you like it? They everybody loves it. No one has an issue. Oh damn, I didn't even realize. Yo, TGR Repair, what's up? What's up, man? Hold on one second. This brother, he even came in and left out already. I have yet to work on one, which speaks to how solid the product is. There really isn't much to them. They don't have any microwave on that. Much like, oh, you switched back to YouTube. All right, cool. Much like this Turbo Chef right here, right in here, the Turbo Chef HC 2020, it does not have microwave. It just has impingement. Yeah, you know, these suckers, they take a lick and they keep on ticking. Ordinarily they catch fire. You go ahead and you change the high limit and you keep on trucking. Bruh. I had one. I put out pictures like last week or something, and I thought it was good. Before, after the fire, they try to hit the reset, and the reset wouldn't work. And I'm like, okay, all right, let me go ahead and redo this sucker. Put it in the high limit. Wire it up, do the whole nine, the whole shebang. Mind you, I was there for the dishwasher. I was there for the CMA. My bread and butter, in and out, is supposed to be light work for me. Bruh, I got obsessed with the damn Turbo Chef. The dishwasher just went out. Turbo Chef had been down for over a month. The dishwasher, I always will have the dishwasher in my back pocket, but that Turbo Chef, I usually want to get one of those in my clutches. So I goes to work on it. Bruh. Like I said, I changed that high limit. Customer gets to using it. Then they call back the next day. They say, hey, man, this thing got runaway heat. Oh, what you mean you got runaway heat?
You can't keep getting away.
What the hell this got runaway heat for? So then I start going down the rabbit hole. So then I changed the relays. Oh, before that, I changed the sensor, the temperature probe, the RTD. Back order on a lot of places. I tried to order it, and it was every time you try to place the order, they'll let you place the order, but then they'll hit you back in another day or so and say, oh, oops, we thought we had it, but we don't.
Ooh. Yeah.
Damn. So then it's damn. Because I thought I had a good one. Fun fact. I finished with that RTD a week ago. I just got one in the mail today. I don't even know who the hell sent me this damn RTD. Jesus. So anyway, change the high limit, change the RTD. Still had the problem. Still had the runaway heat. Now it's not while it's cooking. It has the runaway heat when it's in cool down mode. So Rip Van Winkle, Father Time, he was actually at the place because I wanted to do the oven before the dishwasher. The customer disagreed, so they called one of the Tech 24 companies out, and he got the dishwasher going. And then I went and proceeded with that. So he was like, "Yeah, you know, you got to change these relays." I agreed. I changed the relays. Still have runaway heat. Talk to Turbo Chef. I said, "Yeah, man, I changed all this and all that." And he's like, "Oh, huh? That's a head scratcher." So yeah, head scratcher or not, I gave him the laundry list of what I changed. And he was like, "Yeah, you got to check that board and see if you got 24 volts coming out of that sucker when it's going through cool down." And sure enough, it was kicking out power during cool down. So you would, during cool down on the oven that you see on the screen, you know, if it's going from 5, if it's set to 450, 495, the oven is supposed to, you know, you hit off, the oven is supposed to slowly go down. This sucker wasn't slowly going down. The sucker was going up when it was supposed to be off. Not only that, but I put it through a test function. And when you know it, after about an hour, we slowly had fluctuating current out of the board that were after it reset temp. After the damn thing reset temp, let me show you this freaking board. HCD, what the hell was that damn thing? Where the hell is this thing? No, it's not that. Turbo Chef. I have to pull out my damn. Oop. Hold on, let me tell you what the freaking part was. $900 for parts down. And of course, that's not my cost, but that's what the damn thing is going for. Now, with that being said, mind you, I do love my hot side. Here it is. I don't know why I don't have on my damn glasses. CONA. And anytime during my ranting and raving and lunacy, ask whatever questions you want to ask. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Because this isn't just about me ranting and raving. It's actually a way for me to let you guys build up the courage enough to ask what the hell you guys really need to ask. And the golden rule, hey.
Being involved, being
Good evening.
YouTube channel, welcome back.
Yeah, I know I'm on a little later. It is a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Family, the whole thing. This is what happens when you move locations and your kid doesn't drive. Your kid doesn't drive and you move ways away. Oh, hell no. Hell no.
You go, man. Nah.
Shit, you out your damn mind. Look, man, on hot side, you are not going to get warranty calls like that. Let me reiterate, let me evaporate, let me commiserate. If any of you guys know where the hell that's from. Yeah, you don't have warranty calls like that. The calls that you guys hear and see and stuff like that might be warranty, those are on lesser products. Tried and true units really don't go down like that on the hot side. This one is years old. Yo! Well, yeah, I'm on later. LED Handyman, what's up? Yeah, I sold it because it's you know what? We're in a new area. This is the new hot trendy area, and I'm able to get a whole lot more bang for the buck. Probably gonna get a good, it's a way to get a nice 50-60 grand on the house. It's new construction. So and then there was a discount. They went down on the house, and as soon as they went down on the house, that's when everything got snapped up. Like, my neighbors are from they're from California. One guy just moved in. He's from Florida, and he's got a reefer truck. On some of the other channels, the trucking channel, they're like, oh, what the hell are you gonna do with a reefer truck? Well, guess what? My neighbor's got a reefer truck. So yeah, he got something to do with it. But anyhow, the control board for the Turbo Chef, the 3012, whew, 900. But you know, I'm already into the thing. I'm already in it, damn near $1,000 as it is. So, woo, let's go. What the hell is another $1,000? Let's go. So let's go for the gusto, because they were just like, you know what? Let's ride this thing till the wheels come off. Yeah, here's the relay. I did this one too. I did this relay. I did this sensor. Woo! And man, I'm just getting my arse kicked. And we're actually missing a part. This is only 3. So we missed the high limit. Oh, excuse me. So that was the very first one. The high limit, then the RTD, then the relay, then the solid state relay. Yeah, it's been a time. And so now we are on to the control board service kit for the general market, what this is for. This on top of the catastrophe that I have been going through with some units at Tropical Smoothie Cafe, with some Amana Menu Masters, with a multitude of failures. And when I say a multitude, I mean plenty. Yes, sir, brother. Hey, how's your wife doing? How's your wife, LED Handyman? How's your wife's health holding up? Oh no, you got a broken leg. LED Handyman's got a broken leg. Oh no. No, hold on. Oh no, hold on 1 second. Let me see what I got. Oh shoot. You know what? I don't have one for that. I do not have just a blood clot.
Blood clot.
And a bumper clot. That's all I got for that. Yo, I do know how it is. Oh, I do know how it is having a broken leg. I went all the way into my 40s before I broke bones. And boy, did I break bones. I was, all the way into my 40s before I ended up in a damn wheelchair. I was supposed to be wheelchair bound for 8 months. I was having none of it. I had to do the whole Bruce Lee, that whole thing. I had to do that. I did the whole Bruce Lee, willed myself back together and out of the damn wheelchair. Who says that the TV is a boob tube? But brother, I wish you a speedy recovery with your broken leg. One of these days I'll show you mine. I got a whole Lee Majors thing going on over here. I'm the $6 million man over here. But Yeah, and I think Lee Majors passed away. Hold on 1 second. Did Lee Majors pass away? I hope he didn't. I hope Buck Rogers didn't pass away. Did Lee Majors die? Do. Let's see here. Nothing's. No, he's still alive. Yeah, he's still alive. Okay. Oh, Buck Rogers himself, $6 million man. Dude, my childhood was watching this dude on TV. Him and this brother here. Hold on 1 second. Him and this brother here. Let me see if I can pull that one up. Oh shoot. That brother right there. That brother right there was part of my childhood. That is the brother from Sesame Street. That was the brother that ran the grocery store in Sesame Street. And he was Willie D. Willie D. Brother, hey man, it's what shaped the childhood, brother. Why you think I played it? It's what shaped the childhood. I played it so much on YouTube that other people picked up on it. Oh no, I understand. Hey man, I wish your wife the best. I do understand it. I hope they're giving her morphine or something to deal with pain, so that I wouldn't, I wish her the best. I wish her the best and nothing but comfort. It was it 325? It was 200. It's 250. So close, not 325. It was my leg, ankle, back, leg, ankle, back. I broke L1, fractured L1, L2, L3. My ankle is all tank tread. I like I said, I'm Lee Majors over in this joint. I'm Lee Majors. $6 million man without the $1 million. Anyhow, we are back at it again. But anyway, so yeah, the saga continues. Hot Side has been kicking my ass. I gotta finish up this HHC 2020. I gotta put this board in there to stop this runaway current that's happening. And fun fact, this was the first time I ever what do you mean, what website am I using? So that was just KTOM, and the other thing was just Wikipedia for Lee Majors. But this is my very first time ever having to call Turbo Chef. My very first time. I used the Igniter Labs. Igniter Labs was okay, but for parts, brother. Hey, look, I don't even know who the hell just sent me that damn part for that Turbo Chef today. They sent it to me like a week late. I don't know who the hell that was. Thank God that damn RTD was only 45 or 25 bucks. Hold on, let me show you what the hell how much this damn RTD is. If I can find it. I use any and every damn body. Look, man, these mother lovers are not loyal to you or to me. I have no loyalty to them. Zero, zip, zero, stingy with De Niro. I don't give a damn. Hold on, where is it? 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 Damn. Hold on one second, because I got it.
I don't give a damn what you think you are entitled to.
So the golden rule, no, this was very unusual. Normally, all right, so what happens, like I was saying earlier, I know it got lost in my ranting. Customers tend to put things into conveyor ovens that should not be. Customers tend to put product in conveyor ovens that should not be in those conveyor ovens. That's why Volref had that's why Volref discontinued theirs. Volref used to have pizza ovens, and they no longer have them. Oh my God, I got a Volref job. Volref hit me up out of nowhere. And this is crazy because they say they have it, but if you go onto the Volref website, Volref like, pizza oven? What you talking about, pizza oven? Man, I'm gonna go beat up the fool that told you them damn lies. We don't make no damn pizza oven. But sure enough, there it is. I don't know if it's like old stock or something. I have no idea. I have no idea. But anyway, so the golden rule, this situation was unusual because they were running chicken wings through the pizza oven. And they looked it up. It explicitly states, do not put chicken wings through there because the fat is flammable and it will cause the unit to catch fire. The hedge fund owners of this establishment, I'm not going to say anything more than that. The hedge fund owners of this establishment told them to keep on pushing, just like the 70s player back there. They told them keep on pushing, and they did, and the damn thing caught fire. What ended up happening is that intense heat ended up causing some damage to that control board. It ended up damaging the high limit switch. And I found out the hard way. And $500 later that it was the control board that went out. So they said, look, in cool down mode, you check that power coming out of the board for DC voltage, and it shouldn't be any. And if you got 24 volts coming out of that damn control board, that's what's causing the problem. Not that the relay was sticking, because everybody's like, oh, the relay is damaged and it's keeping power going to the elements. And that turned out not to be the case. It turned out that damn board was damaged by this heat. So LED Handyman says, I'm also an electrician. I find that sometimes the wires are loose in the panel because they are not torqued to the correct specifications, or they just didn't know how to turn the screw. Yeah. But this situation is a little different. The unit had been in use for years. Oh, excuse me. I go, sorry about that. I go back with this customer to their first day. I was first on the scene. So I remember when the pizza oven was brand new. I remember when the dishwasher was brand new. I was first on the scene. So they had been using this stuff for all this time. It's not that everything was fine, it's that they ran greasy product through the oven that is not designed for greasy product. So that stuff caught fire, the intense heat caused damage, stuff like that. And on the other note, yeah, this was part of my little rant about Turbo Chef. I mean, not Turbo Chef. Volraf had put their hat in the ring on the whole pizza oven stuff. When you go and look up on their site, they say they don't have it, but other people have it. I don't understand. Single phase 208. Now, fun fact, this one cannot do frozen pizza. You cannot run frozen pizza through here. So here is a 240, and I think even a 240, yeah, it has to be, like they said, par-baked crust, flatbreads, cheese bread, that kind of stuff. You cannot put a frozen pizza in there and expect it to cook all the way through. Yeah, the chain, the speed, and then the actual belt itself is not gonna be able to handle it. But anyway, so away from Volraf, on to more of my misadventures on the hot side. ACP. There we go. ACP Menu Master. Now, you can try and be a savior. And I know some of you are watching that try to be a savior. You can try and be a savior, but sometimes it just does not pay. This is an instance where it does not pay. I have a unit that's at its useful life. I have an ACP Menu Master, and I don't know why they don't have the damn Menu Master showing. And this is the case of the unit is 8 years old. It's at this owner's top performing store. Out of the 10 stores that they own, this is their number one store, and it's been going nonstop for 7-8 years. Without service, by the way. So, of course, I come along and I try to, and I try to save the day. Hold on one second. Let me make sure the Instagram. See if you guys can hear me on Instagram. Because nobody's saying anything on freaking Instagram. It looks like I'm muted on Instagram. Anyway, you got to know when to pull the plug on Instagram. Anyway, all right, cool. We have sound. So we got to know when to pull the plug. And this is a case where I actually had to tell the customer to pull the plug on both units. So they have 2 units stacked on top of each other. And then, of course, right next to the 2 ovens, they have the panini press. All right, where's my damn Menu Master? Oh, come on. Don't tell me they don't have it anymore. All right, so I guess it replaces, I guess it replaces the old one I was working on. Yeah, it is an express shop. So it's the older version of this. The older one that I'm working on is the one with the display on the right side. So even the factory was like, "Look, man, after so much abuse, it's time." So after 7-8 years, start having sagging, drooping heating element. You can actually see the elements down here at the bottom underneath that panini plate. And this is the new thing too, where they have it so you can actually do paninis in there. And so this customer wouldn't need to have a separate panini press and then 2 additional ovens. I mean, currently what their style of a prep is this, just what you see here on the screen. They put the raw ingredients in there, the vegetables, sweet squash, that type of stuff, and then they roast them in these ovens. They make whole sandwiches, and then they will put them on the panini press, and they kill those panini presses. By the time it's in need of repair and rewiring, it's an exercise in futility, because there's just so much wear and tear that it ends up being equivalent to the cost of a new unit. And because they are owned by a hedge fund, there are thousands of units out there on the market. They get to buy these units, including these that you see on the screen, at such a discount that it doesn't make sense for them to repair them. Not a major repair. An element here, sensors there, sure, but not a convection blower motor. Let me see what the hell the Express Chef can play. A convection motor. Sorry. You can't see what I'm typing. Let me see cost. Because I heard, yeah. Ooh, wait. That's not it. So I heard it is quite the expense. Somewhere in the neighborhood of like $2,000. Convection. So I'm at the situation with this one where not only one, but both blower motors are whining. I'm at the situation where the one at the lower, there's 2 stacked on top of each other. The lower one actually takes like 30 minutes to heat up. There it is. What the fuck? That's his Mary Chef. This is Mary Chef. What the hell? Speak your mind. I don't see anything popping up on Instagram. I think my Instagram has frozen or they've ended my live stream. Yeah, Instagram is dead. Yep. Instagram is done. Anyhow, all right, so that's that. Let me add the Mary Chef on over. So yeah, I've just been getting. Why are they showing me Mary Chef? I didn't want to see no damn Mary Chef. But just so you know, the equivalent is this Mary Chef hot air motor assembly that they themselves are. That one is $1,200. But I'm looking for one equivalent to that just for Express Chef. And maybe I typed in something wrong. It could be that. Oh, hold on. So yeah, I just recently had to condemn not one but two of these units. And then when you know the customer's like, hey, can we mount these ourselves? Can we hook this up? I'm like, yeah, sure. Sure you can. But if you need me, let me know. And more than likely, they're gonna give me the this is not right. More than likely, they're gonna give me these two units. But the cost of repair, which is why I'm trying to find the damn parts, the cost of repair is so damn high. You're not going to make any money off of repairing them for sale. You'll be able to, at most, I'd be able to repair them and then rent them out. I mean, once again, they are 220. They are 220. So it's like, ugh. There it is. Oh, they're right. It is $2,000. Whoa. Yeah, they were telling me it's $2,000. They were like, yeah, it's about $2,000 for that thing. I was like, damn. $2,000 for that. And it needs one for the upper oven, one for the lower oven, because you go ahead and do all this damn work. And then you start hearing from this damn thing when before it was whispered quiet. So it's like, oh yeah. Check this out. So we're gonna add this to the cart. Let me show you, LED Handyman, how these beloved companies like this one do. Forget it. I'll just sign in under my own damn name. We'll see how that works. We shall see. Continue the shipping. And oh, yeah. Oh. I don't care what it costs, Mike Reed. I want this thing here. Get me this part by tomorrow morning. 8:30 a.m. Give me this part here. I don't care what it costs. Damn it. Are you freaking kidding me? This one takes the cake. This is by far, and this is signed in under my account. This is by far the most egregious I have ever seen. At least you can get it Saturday. But great googly moogly. Oh, good. So if adding insult to injury isn't enough, that the blower motor is $2,000. Oh man, Mike Reed, ain't no money in hot side, Mike Reed. I want to do refrigeration. All right, buddy. Sure you're right, buddy. There's no money in hot side. Right. Okay, Bunky. Oh. What? Wait. I was under the impression that this stuff was gonna get to for $700. It was gonna get delivered Friday. What's I'm sorry, I don't have a higher octave to give. Maybe I'm looking at this wrong. So today is Thursday. I can get this Saturday. I can get this Saturday for $615 additional dollars. Or I could pay $756 and get this Monday.
Anyone? Anyone know the effects?
I don't quite, maybe it's me. March 7th, $615. Or March 9th, $756.
You can't keep getting away with it.
That's crazy, dude. So I can get it Saturday for $600, or I can get it for Monday for damn near $800. I can get it Monday 10:30 for $600, or I can get it at 8:30 for $750. I don't know. I only have a college education. I only have a bachelor's in science. I'm a little bewildered. Maybe somebody can help me out with this new math. What is I got? Maybe somebody can help me out with this new math, because I don't know what the hell they are talking about. You know what? I need a what the hell? I need that. I think we get that. Uh-oh. All right, I'm gonna get off of this. Because this is leading down a very weird path. I don't know. Sunday is double, huh? So Monday is triple? I don't understand. Saturday is 600. So the 7th. Saturday, March the 7th is 600. But if you want it March the 9th, 700. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go ahead and sort of disagree with you there.
Whatever. This is whatever. It's whatever, man. Hey, Mike, I love Parstown. Sure. You just don't know any better. You just don't know any better. Why wouldn't you love them? You just don't know any better. Like I said, the Amana stuff is $2,000 just for that. You're gonna have to replace the 2 RTDs. Those are only $30-$40 a piece, maybe even as low as $25. cooling fan motors and all that, and like I said, a brand new one. Let me show you what the cost of a brand new one is. I think they're getting it for. I think they're getting a brand new one for like $6 or $7 grand. Here we go. Damn. 16, so that can't be right. Well, it's on Sam's Club website, so they've jacked up the price. But this is the Menu Master. This is the old style at that. I don't even think they're gonna get this same style. I believe they're gonna go with Turbo Chef. I believe that's what they're going with. And the fun times that I've had with this Express Chef, let me tell you, once again, the front display, that's $2 grand. The front display is $2 grand. I don't even know if you can stack these. Does anybody know if you can stack this damn unit? I don't even know if you can stack these. Let's see here. And wow, oh, I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Let me do this. And let me see what that is. Oh, I thought there was another message. My bad. All right. Campus dining, snack bars. Hold on, let me take myself off of it. It ain't about me. Pizzerias, theater, convenience store, satellite locations, healthcare, stadium, snack bar, campus dining, hotel rooms. You know, the funny thing is, I really do want to take one of these units. Where would it vent? El Tida. It's ventless. They're ventless. All of these are ventless. Everything I showed you today has been ventless. These go on food trucks. And that's one of the things I want to do is you know, put the $4 grand into one of them, because it also need lower heating element, upper heating element, the $2 grand for the blower motor. Oh, that kind of stuff. And then you're going through that, you might as well protect your investment by changing the cooling fans. These suckers that I'm dealing with are so old, the insulation soaked up so much grease and everything else that that it just started crumbling. It made it so heavy they started crumbling. I have never seen these stacked. So what I'm looking for is any indication that these can be stacked. I've seen other ovens stacked, but I've never actually seen the Express Chef 4i series stacked. So it is a 2,000 watt impingement, enhances browning. Convection goes up to 520, and yes, it does. I believe it went above 520. I believe the older ones were I don't know why, but the older ones were 560 degrees. 3,000 watt infrared radiant heating enhances toasting, browning, and crisping. Dual side antenna fed microwave system heats quickly. And yes, I forgot about the damn microwave. Let's see here. Yeah, and see here. Cadillac converter built in for ventless operation. So El Tida, it does not vent. It's just that you don't see these on food trucks because of the cost. They would rather go ahead and spend $2 grand and then try to work around a big ass convection oven that's going to be slow as hell Gonna take up all that damn space when they can get one of these super small that doesn't need a hood, is ventless, and can still accommodate a 14-inch pizza. That's what she said. 14 inches can go in there. So, but it is 220. It is 220. Let me see what if it's. You know what? In all these years, I've never even noticed if it is. Well, let me see what phase this is. All right, we're going back. We're going back. Because unfortunately, it's single phase. Okay, so it's 208. So it can go down to 208. Fun fact, most of these microwaves, yeah, they can operate off of 208, 220, or 240, but you just have to be on single phase. Because they use microwave, so they can do that. So yeah, what I want is, yeah, there it is, 208 to 240, 60 hertz, and single phase. But yeah, I wanna straighten out my damn van and put one of these on my damn van. That would be nice. Because I'm slowly working on retiring that damn that Sprinter and making it my making it a travel van to go to San Antonio, Austin, Dallas, New Orleans, Shreveport. So go to events. So what? My wife likes the casino, so she can go to the casino. I can go ahead and be in my home away from home. My daughter's going to be in college in 4 years. And I could have my home away from home. I could have my speed oven, make pizzas in 2 minutes, make paninis, do whatever, live my damn life. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm gearing up for. So instead of paying 10 grand or 16 grand, I'd go ahead and get one of these and do my let me see here. What did I do? Yeah. So the EcoFlow. Oh, nice. Oh, I thought she'd been fine. I thought they got rid of her. I thought they got rid of her a long time ago. Anyhow, the EcoFlow. Oh, there's the official website. So with this sucker here, you got your 220. There we go. So it does put out the 3,600 watts. And yeah, and with my alternator charger, doesn't matter if I run that damn thing down for like the 5 or 10 minutes that I'm gonna use it for doing 220 volts. That'll be perfectly fine. And if you're watching this on replay, you might just get some EcoFlow commercials or videos because I now have my 1,000 subscribers. So be on the lookout for that. You might see some affiliate links, maybe, possibly. It's nothing dubious. It's just your boy being creative. But yeah, I would put this on the Sprinter. Because I think I'm about a good year away from going and getting another Sprinter. But yeah, this sucker's 220, so I can hook up the speed oven with that. I already got My fridge is already set up to be used. The whole nine. The whole nine. So, all right. So let me recap. Oh yeah, I'm all right. Let me recap. Turbo Chef gave me a problem. Even CMA dishwasher, the ventless gave me a freaking problem. I lost out to Old Man Winter. This tech from Tech 24. If I told you that this guy was 65 years old, bruh, chances are this guy is anywhere between 65 and 70. Still out there riding around getting it. I guess he just doesn't want to retire. Yes, we are looking at 100,000 technicians. In commercial, I have been, what the, gee, man, I swear every time the number just, it just keeps getting larger. All right. This damn thing says 400,000 short. Why can't we just agree on a damn number? Why can't we agree? We were saying, this is from HVACtoday.com. Where is this? Technician shortage. Where is this from? How old is this? Can't be old if he's talking about we're 400,000 technicians short. Oh, Mike Reed. Oh, is the industry saturated? No, fool. The industry ain't saturated. The industry is struggling. Struggling. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Let me blow it up. Let me do the bombs over Baghdad. So this says our industry needs roughly 400,000. Dude, the last thing I saw said 100,000. These guys say we are short 400,000 technicians and installers to operate at normal. This number has been fairly consistent for more than 30 years, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. The HVAC industry is short 1 in 4 technicians. In other words, we're only employing roughly 300,000. If we don't do something meaningful soon, 1 out of 2 HVAC field technician positions, I couldn't hold it together, remain unfilled by 2027. That's 200,000 out of 400,000 unfilled positions. Just think of the damage that could do to our industry, not to mention the impact on consumers. They don't give a damn about consumers. Hold on one second.
I don't give a damn.
They don't give a damn about no freaking consumers. Jesus. And El Tilda says, yo, Dukers had a tech in the field answering calls. Okay. I'm gonna say this. Let me put myself on camera. I'm going to say this in a way so that I do not get sued for slander or for libel. What I'm going to say is this. Here in my market, Dukers had a couple of technicians. First technician was the Atosa technician, right? gave you guys a story about how years ago, Mike Chin, what the hell's his name? Anyway, the CEO, the president of Atosa came down and he talked to me. He was on this little tour and he had his entourage and they talked to me and said, hey, hi, little black guy, how are you doing this? How are you taking care of all these damn calls in Houston? And I said, shit, I just doing one at a damn time and prioritize according to if it's still working or not. And so they said, oh, okay, well, shit. They brought a guy from China. That guy stayed with them for some years. He got disenfranchised with them because they were sending him all the way to Dallas and everything. He was doing Austin and San Antonio and then Dallas. He popped up working for Dukers. I said, I'll be damned. Then he disappeared again. I saw this brother working for Dukers. I met him because Dukers told me, oh, you need some cooling fans. Give us a location where you're at. We're gonna have somebody meet you. And there was a brother in the van. I said, oh damn, I got plenty of pictures. Dukers has their own delivery trucks. Dukers has a location here in Houston. They got a warehouse. I go here, they got parts and all that kind of stuff. They actually strip units that like get damaged, fall off the truck, or whatever the issue is. They'll salvage whatever parts they can off of those new units and then recycle. So that brother had an issue, and before he left, he told me what some of the other issues were, some of the other previous technicians that I did not see, what they were having. And what I will say is this, is that I experienced them doing this sort of like floating pay type of deal. Like I would do work for Dukers and they would pay me. I get my money, boom, 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 right on time. They use bill.com and I get paid. And then all of a sudden things will slow up. Like, dude, you guys are just paying me like right on time, like end of the week. I got my money. Nice. Then all of a sudden it would just slow up. Like I wouldn't get paid again until they saved up. Until they saved up like 3 or 4 calls. And then I would get hit with 3 or 4 calls and then the money would come. So I just told them no. I said, no. We're gonna hold off. And that's kind of like what was the concern that was voiced to me. And I'm like, damn, if I'm actually working for you guys, I'm like, that's my actual paycheck, and that happens, yeah, I would be pissed too. I would be pissed. But yeah, I go through all this stuff to say, yeah, Dukers has their own guys. From time to time, they can't seem to keep them. The only one that can keep people is Turbo Air. Turbo Air has their own technicians. And yeah, as you can see on the screen, yeah, they have a warehouse here. I'm trying to see how many other warehouses. I think Turbo Air, like Atosa, like Dukers, I believe they have about 10 different warehouses throughout the United States, of which they have between 1 and like 3 technicians. Let me see if I can find it. Anyway, I don't even know how the hell I ended up on damn Turbo Air Resource Center. Yeah, headquarters is in Long Beach, California. Warranty Tech Department. Man, Turbo Air is kind of helter-skelter. Dukers is helter-skelter. Blue Air is helter-skelter. Most of these damn Asian originated companies are pretty helter-skelter. Because this is crazy. They used to have this thing together where you can just like see all the locations, and now I can't. That is weird. But anyway, the guy that actually came and took care of the CMA dishwasher from Tech 24 while I was busy with that damn Turbo Air. Man, I swear to you, this guy was between the ages of 65 and 70 plus. Still out there working. Still out there working. So yeah, Turbo Air has their warehouse north in Houston. Here's the one in Dallas. Turbo Air has the one in Denver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. They also have like 10. What was that? Pittsburgh. Yeah, Pittsburgh. Cincinnati, or what's the name's? Isn't what's the name headquarter there? Somebody's headquarters is Cincinnati in the service world. Chicago, of course, New York, of course, and then there should be Miami. Come on, man, go down. Come on, yep, there it is. There's Miami, because they usually do cover the ports. But yeah, Turbo Air has their own people. Doesn't mean that you yourself are not going to have Turbo Air warranty calls on your customers. It's just that there are so many Turbo Air units out there that their guys usually can't get to them all. It's usually a priority or something that falls through the cracks that they got to take care of. Because like I said, that is one of their selling points. This Paris Baguette, yeah, they're using all their refrigeration. Well, most of their refrigeration is Turbo Air, and then let's not forget the Turbo Air has Texas King and all that other kind of stuff. El Tuda said that 67-year-old tech is part of your viewing demographic. Oh, part of. Yeah. Part of my viewing demographic. He might have started because of me. No, he actually, you know what? I'll give him his props, man. He was out there and he was really cool. He was like, oh yeah, you know, it was a fuse for the dishwasher, which I figured it was. I just didn't see it. It was a let me show you which one it was. And I've installed these damn dishwashers. CMA 180 UV dishwasher. And so normally the fuses are in the control panel. On the ventless, the fuses aren't in the control panel, they're actually in the back. There's another box behind it, and he was telling me that's where the fuse was. And that was so weird to me because the one I installed, the fuse was actually in the box, but this one it wasn't. But I was being greedy, and I figured I had to let me put myself on camera. I was being greedy, and I was working on the Turbo Chef first and putting the dishwasher last with that nah boo boo, you can't touch me type stuff, and it bit me in the ass. But the oven is the more profitable of the two as far as the repair goes, because it was a fuse. I know why the fuse blew. It has everything to do with the heating circuit. I had the heating element. I know it's going to go back out. I just need to finish with this damn oven. You're only as good as the last thing you repair. So once I repair the oven, you know, all will be forgiven that I left them hanging on that damn dishwasher. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The old man showed me up. I'm not gonna lie. The old man showed me up. You know, he rolled in there, and he had his, because I saw the van, I pulled up, I saw the van, and I saw two guys sitting outside wearing work attire. And I thought, okay, that's them. They just rolled over for lunch. And then I sauntered on into the back room where they like cook out of this makeshift kitchen. And I saw the old man in there. I said, shit. All right, let me see which one did he do? Was it the dishwasher or was it the oven? Let me see which one he showed me up on. And it was the dishwasher. But he rolled in there with a rolling tool case. It was like the sliding drawer with it was almost like the Milwaukee drawer case, like two of them with wheels. And I'm having a real hard time trying to place the setup that he had. But he had a nice setup. And because at that age, you don't want to walk back and forth throughout a whole location, back out to the truck, and then lugging that stuff in there. And then you have that stuff in there, and you had two rolling cases in there, and now you're in the airport trying to maneuver two rolling cases. So I get it. I truly do get it. But yeah, he greed got me. Eltida said that's how they do. I'm gonna get one from Walmart until I can upgrade. Yeah, I'm having a hard time putting my finger on it. It was slightly better than the Craftsman rolling tool case. Now, Craftsman has 4 different type of rolling tool cases. Oh. No, rolling. It was like, that's that Ace. Yeah, it was almost like this on. It was almost like 2 of these together, but it wasn't. I'm trying to get mine. Right, so they have these. Oh, damn, what was that back there? What was that? Shit. Now I'm on the Ace side. Let me see if I can get back. If it'll let me get back. Ooh, it was closer to this. Only with a lot more drawers. See, it wasn't that VersaStack bullshit. It wasn't this. It actually had drawers. And I can't place what he had, but it was similar to this. It was similar to this setup here, but with shelves. It had drawers. It was like this middle section. Yeah, it was just like this. This was it, man. This was it. I'm telling you. This was it.
I'm telling you, this is it.
It was this with it. It was like that. Without the bottom piece. If anybody is familiar with Tech24 and any of their 30, 40 different companies, chime on in and let us know if that's what they're using, this Uline rolling toolbox grab and go thing. But it wasn't the 4 toolboxes. It was like 2 with drawers. I can't put my finger on exactly what he had because it's nothing I can like immediately tell you. It was red and black. It wasn't a Stanley Black & Decker. Ooh, and unfortunately, Stanley Black & Decker is laying people off. Hold on a second. Yeah, it helps you organize the truck, but you often spend a lot of time trying to organize your damn setup. Stanley Black & Decker. So in the news today, does anyone know why Stanley Black & Decker ended up laying off 300 employees on the East Coast? Stanley Black & Decker, the company that makes DeWalt, the company that makes the Stanley Fat Max, they currently have the Craftsman name. In certain circumstances, certain instances, does anyone know why they laid off 300 people in the New Britain factory? This one right here. Stanley Black & Decker doesn't plan. That was as of a day ago. They are laying off 300 employees in New Britain, closing that facility. Anybody know?
This is
Oh,
it.
my bad.
Anyone?
The Versus Stack. Oh, my bad. The Versus Stack is like the wall. Yeah, I know. The Versus Stack is like the Walmart for 84. They have drawers for $44. I know. I kind of like want to give out the Versus Stack stuff as gifts to people that don't have rolling tool kits yet, because the Versus Stack is kind of nice because they have a plate that you could put on top of a universal mounting plate, and then you could put your different tool bags from Craftsman onto that mounting plate, and then you can roll out. Dun, 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 dun. So the Stanley tape measure is being discontinued. They are no longer, because we now use you could use your phone using AI. You can let me see here. So this is courtesy of Fox 61. The hell? So Stanley Black & Decker is laying off 300 employees because these employees actually make the Stanley tape measure and the various different Stanley tape measures. They are not selling like they used to. And fun fact, the Stanley tape measure is the Cadillac, the Range Rover, the Lexus, the Bentley of tape measures. It is tried and true. It is the professional's choice. Yes, we buy the Milwaukee tape measure, and yeah, there's the Versus Stack. But there are so many other competitors out there, so many different innovations. So here it is. I knew if I looked long enough through here, I would find it. The closure is due to a decline in demand for single-sided tape measures, which Myrtle Street plant produces, says Deborah Raymond, Vice President of External Communications for the company. So there it is. Deborah says it's due to the fact that people are not buying single-sided tape measures like they used to. And they do have so much competition. Milwaukee fanboys, I am one. We will buy a Milwaukee tape measure, even though we know that they get stuck, even though they won't have the maximum extend like they advertise that they're supposed to, even though the blades get worn out. We will buy them because we are in the Milwaukee ecosystem, and we just can't be caught with that damn Stanley tape measure. Even the chrome plated one, the silver polished steel one, the Fat Max, we can't be caught with it. Not gonna happen. So because of our love of all things Chinesium, because of our love of Chinesium, 300 American employees have been laid off. I mean, I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I'm guilty as charged. I love the Chinesium. I love the Chinesium. And so because of my love of Chinesium, 300 people are losing their jobs with Stanley Black. And I don't know why I keep wanting to think that this is Britain, but it says New Britain. Whatever. Anyhow, so El Tilda says, sounds like a tool cult like Tesla car and stock folks and Bitcoin, blockchain, and the whole nine. Yes, there is a Hispanic gentleman here in Houston, Texas, with a chest tattoo. Let me take this off. With a chest tattoo right here that says Milwaukee. It is the Milwaukee Power Tool logo, and he has it tatted on his chest. He says he loves Milwaukee so much. Some of you might know him. Some of you might have met him. But yes, I've met him. I've worked alongside that guy. And he's not in the appliance trade. He's in another trade. I forgot what the hell he does. But yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I like a lot of. Man, you got a lot of Milwaukee. I said, yeah. So you want to see something? I said, yeah. What's up? And he's like, ah, and he had the whole Milwaukee thing on his chest. I said, you win, bro. You win. He bust out with the whole Aztec Warrior, no more closed doors. And I said, yeah, you can, yeah, that's you, bro. No. I myself wouldn't go as far as getting a tattoo of Milwaukee on me, but I'm wearing the clothes. Hold on, I'm wearing the clothes, brother. When I'm in Home Depot, I'm wearing the where's my there it is. I'm wearing the clothes, brother. I'm a walking Milwaukee billboard. I'm wearing the clothes. I'm fully outfitted. Hell no, you don't get a discount. I mean, at one point in time, TTI had some very attractive saleswomen. I don't know if you got that tattoo around that time. Maybe inquiring minds want to know. But I don't. Maybe those girls back then might have gave him a discount, but now most of those girls are gone, and it's back to a whole bunch of guys. So I don't know about all that. But yeah, to sum it all up, there's plenty of work out there. Super tech or not. Super tech or not, you can't beat a worn out product. I mean, if a product is worn out, I mean, you're not going to resurrect it. Once it's reached its useful period, it's over with. It's over with. I don't know, Cool Blue. I used to want to wear the what's the name gear? Damn, 211. What the hell is that? The sport shooting gear. Steel 211 or something. What is it? It's bound to pop up. Who the hell knows that the sport shooting attire, Steel 101 or whatever, but none of their clothing was made out of cloth. Everything was out of nylon. And dealing with all the hot stuff that we deal with, I did not want to have that damn nylon stuff on me. But I like their stuff. It looks very nice. Oh shoot, it was super expensive too. Damn, I can't think of what the hell it was called, but whatever. That won't work in Houston. What won't work in Houston? What won't work in Houston? It's not Arrowhead Tactical. Man, we got a number of stores here with this. Damn it. The clothing is nice, but it's just I can't wear that damn nylon. And fun fact, dealing with all the chemicals I deal with, I really should be wearing a lot more nylon, but I haven't found a clothing line that has the right mix of spandex and cloth. So I need something that has a lot more like nylon spandex mixed in with the cloth, and I just haven't found it. It's usually going to be like heavy cloth and like very little nylon, or like the Milwaukee stuff that I'm wearing, where it has it has some nylon to it, but because I'm dealing with all these chemicals, it just the chemicals just eat up the clothes. I just end up with spots everywhere. I could treat the clothing, but they just end up with spots. It's something like 611 or 411. It's like 411 or something. Activewear 411. Is that what it is? Interesting. But no, not really. And this brings me to the last story of the evening. I guess I spent a little too much time with one of my clients' wives. She was the one with the purse. She was the one with the checkbook and the credit card. And I guess the husband didn't like that. I ended up spending about, I don't know, I guess about an hour talking to the wife. And so I ended up having to go back on over to the restaurant today. They called me, oh, Mike, we want you. Oh, good. Who else wants to go over FBD? So that'll make 4 of us. So we need 5 people for FBD. And we gotta agree upon a date. So anyway, so I do a number of jobs for this one Italian restaurant. And I was talking to the wife. She told me her story and blah, blah, blah. We're the same age, 50, or maybe she's like 51. She's got 2 or 3 grown sons. They used to live over in Italy, in Milan. So I talked to her about that. Talked about the choice of food, dishes, and the whole 9. I thought nothing of it. I think nothing of it. I'm a married man. I don't wear rings to work because the hands get stuck in stuff. So I don't wear rings. I go back on over to the restaurant today. The head chef is there. The owner pops up and he tells the head chef a story that standing right there with me. I'm like, okay, these guys been working together all day, and he chooses now to tell a story about how his wife chose a $2,000 bottle of wine to have with her Costco take-home meal. Oh, could you believe that? She had to. I'm like, okay, all right, big bank, take little bank. I get it. You trying to tell me that you have money. I get that. Bro, I don't want your 51-year-old wife. No offense to any 51-year-old women out there, but if I'm gonna go ahead and leap off that damn cliff and blow up my marriage, it ain't gonna be for a 51-year-old woman that got 20-plus-year-old sons. Ain't happening. I don't care if I think she has money or not. I dress like a wilderness man. I don't shave. I don't do none of that. That was not my intention, was to take this man's freaking chick, bro. Well, I'm 50, so it's not. When you meet somebody that's the same age as you, you don't think of each other as old. I don't care if I'm 70. If I'm 70, if I run into somebody else that's 70, we kind of like bond, and you don't really see. I kind of get it now. You know how you see an old couple, you see two old people, and they look at each other. They don't see 7-year-old people. They see a younger version of each other. This woman might have had wrinkles, but I didn't notice the wrinkles. I didn't see the wrinkles, but we kind of like talked about her time over there in Milan and what she did. And she told me she was a teacher and all this bullshit. It was just strictly just talking about work and how she got to be. And then she told me she wasn't even Italian. Her husband's Italian, but she was a teacher and all this other bullshit. But anyway, I guess dude felt some kind of way. And so he wanted to flex on me by saying that it wasn't even a special occasion. And she bought a $2,000, it might've been more than that, a $2,000 bottle of wine to have with her Costco mashed potatoes or some shit. So, bro, hey man, this business it's funny. It's a funny business. You're gonna have good times. You're gonna have bad. You're not gonna knock every job out the park. You got to know how to roll with it. You got to know how to deal with it. I will say that this is, in my opinion, 10 times better than dealing with residential stuff. I didn't dislike the residential appliances. I didn't really have a problem with the NLA stuff or the difficulty breaking stuff down, unnecessarily breaking stuff down just to get the simple components. My issue was the actual cuckoo, crazy, Cocoa Puff ass people that are out there and the disrespectful people that are out there. So it's just, that was my issue with the residential side of things. No, Elton says she chews it like too short. Hey, bro, my hair is wild. I don't shave. I don't know. I just don't. I shower and wear that, because that's you at least got to do that. If you're gonna run around like a homeless person, at least you got to smell nice. So I do that. I wear scented soaps and sprays and all that shit. I mean, you kind of got to do that when you got a wife and a teenage daughter. Yeah, you don't want to be a stinking ass. Yeah, you can look crazy as hell, but as long as you smell nice, they're like, oh, okay. He's not completely a homeless guy. So residential, hold off. Residential, no, yeah. There's quite a few people that watch me that are on the residential side. But I just couldn't take it. My father, he doesn't want anything to do with the commercial side. My sister, she's really leery about the commercial side. They are just more comfortable with the residential. I am over it. I am over the residential. I don't even really want to like put an employee out there. But I am at the point where I almost don't have a choice. I really have to make a move towards getting an employee out there. I really don't have a choice. Because of the move I'm going through and cleaning up stuff and doing all that. I haven't been able to work like I'm supposed to, and it is wreaking havoc. It is wreaking havoc on my clientele. It was pretty calm out there. It was pretty calm out. I thought I might have a little time before my next set of PMs that I got set up quarterly. Nah, that didn't work. Before I get the hell up out of here, this is the unit that I am absolutely positively in love with. This is the Turbo Chef Fire. I love it. Oh, sorry about that. I thought y'all wouldn't see the big screen. I am absolutely in love with it. Occasionally, I do come across these for a decent price. I have a client here. Now, L to the man. Hey, like I said, I'm primarily working on a lot of hot stuff right now. My stuff comes in waves. It's very odd. My workflow is extremely odd. It comes in flows of, I get hit with waves of dishwashers. I get hit with waves of ice machines. I get hit with waves of ovens. So like right now I'm getting hit with all these waves of hot side shit. And it was what, 90 degrees? It was 91 today. I know you guys don't like hearing about it, especially in the north, but yeah, we were like 90 degrees today. Oh damn. Yeah, we were it was hotter than hell. And I know people are still shoveling out. Yeah, possible. Yeah. We were hotter than hell. We were hotter than hell today. See what it's saying? 80, 82, 82, 81. A frigid 77, 81, 80, 82, a frigid 73. Woo! Oh wow, 60. Let me go and bust out with the Milwaukee heated jacket. 60 degrees. Oh Lord. Only did that right. It got to 90 degrees today. I don't know why it's not showing, but it got to 90 degrees today. You said you only did hot side today, right? Fryers, convection. Oh man, cheese melters, bruh. You. Oh shit. The last thing I thought I was done with my wave of deep fryers. Please don't say deep, because I will get hit. I promise you, I'll get hit with wave after wave after wave of bullshit deep fryer calls. And I just don't want them. I don't want them. Don't want them. Oh my God, I don't want them. Don't want to get hit with no damn deep fryers. I had got hit with, bruh. I just got done with a wave of deep fryers. Broken thermostats. And the last one was that they didn't have their propane dialed in on their freaking food truck, and I had to clean out all that soot. And please, I don't feel like digging out all the damn pictures. I was going to dig out the pictures. I don't feel like it. Let me see. All right, so I am going to wrap it up. You guys have any questions for me? I am done rambling. So I've told you about what I got set up for my for my Sprinter van in the near future, right? I gotta put some hot side stuff on my van for when it comes time for the leisure when I retire this van, and I already got the refrigeration and all that stuff set up. But I'm gonna put some hot side. I'm gonna I want to put something better than a Keurig on there. Taking suggestions. Oh, you want the Costco lady information? All right, let me give you the Costco lady information. Illinois fryers are easy peasy, but messy. Illinois fryers? Hold on, let me give you her information. I have her saved. Hold on, I got her saved. And let me hit you with that. Oh, millivolt fryers. Yeah, up until the point where you get to cracked fried pots, up until you get to the point where you got some targets. Targets that need to be removed, and you can't get the damn targets out. Oh, where is she at? Where is she at? She's got a very Asian sounding name, but she is not Asian. She is a sister. Red beans and rice didn't miss her. I'm assuming, haven't seen her. She's also married too, by the way. Oh, there she is. Gotcha. All right. So what you're seeing on your screen is the information for the Costco lady, and it's not warranty. This information is not. She handles the COD as well as the warranty. So when someone buys something from Costco and they say they have a problem, who should they call? She will give out your information. So it is any commercial item purchased through Costco. Could be dishwasher, could be oven, could be deep fryer, could be fridge, could be ice machine. Any commercial item, she is the point of contact, and she directs. So you can give her your information, let her know, hey, yeah, if you have any dishwashers need servicing, let me know. If you have ice machines need servicing, let me know. This is her information at culinarydepot.com. Anything else? Anything? Oh.
Anyone know the effects?
Anyone? Well, let's see what we got here. Well, cracked fry pot, better get a new one. Easier said than done. Thought she was too. Yeah. Well, you have ultra fryer. That's $39,000. Well, give me this thing, man. You're not gonna throw away a $39,000. Yeah. You're not gonna throw away. That is a millivolt fryer. There's nothing on here. There's nothing. So you mean to tell me you're going to throw away? Oh shit! You can't see it. You mean to tell me you're going to throw away a $39,000 millivolt fryer because it's got a cracked fry pot? Because some employee, careless employee, turned on the deep fryer, lit it, turned it on, and didn't have any product, any shortening or oil or beef tallow. They didn't have anything in the fryer, and they cracked the fry pot. That's $39,000. Grasshopper. I know you're just a little bit younger than me, but Grasshopper. It's $39,000. You are not going to replace a $39,000 deep fryer for a crack pot. You're going to strip it down and you're going to replace that fry pot. You're not going to replace a $50,000 millivolt fry. Yeah, I know you're used to work. Grasshopper. I'm gonna get a soundbite just for you, Grasshopper. And like I said, this isn't the ultra fryer. Oh, the more Imperial. That's a Fry Master. Hold on one second, but I'm gonna give you millivolt. Shoot, hold on one second. What the hell do we call it? That's the Fry Master for $2,000. Yeah, you're gonna make that grand. Shit, you're probably gonna make more than that. Oh, there's the pit code. What we got there? That's the show test. What's that say? What's that say? It's a pit. Oh, that's an electric too. It's an electric. So you're going to get rid of this fryer. You're going to get rid of this single vat fryer that costs $10,556 before tax, before shipping, before installation, before uncrating.
You got to go, man. Nah, follow.
Yeah, you're gonna change that.
This is it. I'm telling you, this is it.
You're gonna change that. $14,000. I see. You guys are like, oh man, refrigeration, man, that's where the money's at. Oh, okay. Okay, you keep thinking that. Keep thinking that. Everywhere you turn is where the money's at. Everywhere you turn is where the money's at. Everywhere you turn is where the money's at. And you see this, it's so freaking hard to get ultra fryer freaking numbers, man. They always take off the legs. Yeah, but you can get the legs real easy, brother. I got a bunch of brand new legs. You know what? When you're doing installation, you end up with a ton of legs because clients will go and put casters on. They'll go and get casters. Oh, damn. I got this in, well, I was about to say I got this in the garage. I got this in the garage at the old house. I got a 2-bank. Let me see what the hell that 2-bank is worth. Where's my 2-bank? Oh, that's Royal. That's Royal. That's the Royal. That's a millivolt fryer. Oh, look at that. And guess who is going to be working on that? Huh? L to the. Guess who's going to be working on that $30,000 fryer from now on? Yeah, it heats up quicker. You get immediate response, with the exception of that Turbo Chef that I had that slowly crept up after 2 hours after I left. But whatever. Multiple bank gas fryer. So it's a millivolt gas fryer, $30,000. You're not going to throw that away and get a new one, Grasshopper. There's so much you have yet to learn. So much you have yet to learn, Grasshopper. Oh, that's from Max Tax. How the hell did that pop back up? So much. And this ain't, man, I want my ultra fryer. Hey, and you deal with Restaurant Supply. And it's funny because the ultra fryer that I have, it's a 2-bank, and they did a fry pot replacement on it. They completely rebuilt it, and I guess the restaurant went out of business. And I am not going to say anything more. Woo! Now, this is not a millivolt fryer. This is not a millivolt fryer, but that's a $61,000. But I guess you guys are right. There's the money's in refrigeration, high efficiency fryer, gas from Royal Ranges of California. Okay, so it's going to be fryer quantity. It's going to be a 4-bank. I was about to say, I'm like, man, that's a lot for one. Where the hell's the width? It just must be a shitty picture. L to the says, every repair is an interview. I'm trying to get hired daily. Yeah, and eventually you get to the point where they are interviewing for you. Unfortunately, it's going to get to the point where they're interviewing for you. So why am I only finding these 3-bank of ultra fryers? I need to find a 2-bank. What the hell's a 2-bank? And I got the oil. But unfortunately, the ultra fryers are not millivolt fryers any damn way. They are not millivolt fryers. You know what? Under the middle beat, they always show prices. That's the one thing I like about what they're doing over there. And yo, I am out of here. I've been on for 2 hours and 24 minutes without food, without sleep. I had to go to Home Depot today and buy additional tables, additional chairs. I did not have enough. I also rent out. Let me show you guys some pictures. I also rent out tables and chairs to go along with the hot side stuff and the refrigeration. So like if you're renting, say if you're doing an event, you're catering and stuff like that, I can rent you, fridges, deep fryers. I got some ultra fryer deep fryers, convection oven. Oh, I have the Nico batch broiler, and I'm going to get my shit together. This is what I have. I got this sucker right here. I got to get my shit together because I got $100,000 worth of shit. It's just sitting around aging. So a niche that I'm involved in is people rent out tables and chairs and signs and shit like that. They steer clear of the appliances. There's 3 major companies in Houston that do them. They typically do them when they're new, because the rental alone, if you're doing like a real cheap deep fryer, you get your money back on before you're halfway through the 3rd rental. You get your complete money back. If you're gonna count delivery and all that other stuff, yeah, you get your money back by the 2nd when you're renting out like deep fryers and stuff like that. Let me show you real quick, because I actually have to do these numbers for these tables and chairs that are going to be delivered, and this is for like, you know, like retirement homes and stuff like that. I just keep doing the same people over and over and over again. So yeah, Aztec does it. So Aztec, like, yeah, when you're looking, it's only like 2 or 3, and yeah, you see it's only like 1. I don't know why they're showing Imperial, because that's bullshit. They ain't doing no damn Imperial. Yeah, see, actual item may look different because it is going to be different. But it is all fryers fit with fire extinguishers. Fryer runs 120 volts, single phase. They don't. I don't. Oh, it's electric. Oh, it is an electric. Why are they doing that? Oh, this is so confusing. They don't know what they're doing. This is so confusing. So one is a gas, deep fryer propane. So that's the information on the propane. Then they have, then they have the tabletop. So that is your most common one, the tabletop. I want to steer clear of that kind of stuff. And then here's the one for the electric, delivery only. That's where you make the money. Delivery only, 3-phase, 208. And that's also an issue I have, is getting a customer has a 3-phase. And so as you can see right here, using a simple 40-pounder propane deep fryer for one visit, that's $250. In our line of work, so you go to checkout, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I understand, damn you. And then they charge a fee and all this other stuff. Our cost on, like, I could pick up a deep fryer. Dukers. And fun fact, Dukers also has the tabletop fryers. So the Dukers, so there's a Bolton for $556. So through different distributors, I can get a deep fryer for like $600. And so one rental is $250. That's before delivery and all that kind of stuff. Oh God! See, there's another one that says $800. Hold on, let me show you a price. There we go. So see, here's a Dukers, $850. Like, I can get my hands on one for $650. And keep in mind, these prices are higher now because of all the tariffs. And see, there's the Dukers tabletop. Damn, where did Aztec go? Where the hell? Hold on. I said I was getting off of here. Tabletop deep fryer. I meant to say Aztec. All right, hold on one second. So, with our the electric tabletop deep fryer is $300. That can't be right. That cannot be right. Wait a minute. So I should, 120 volts, single phase. But it is a deep fryer. It does hold one basket, so that isn't the other thing. Hold on. There are brands that actually hold a single actual commercial basket. That are table, not this bullshit. But they actually do have electric fryers. Oh shoot. You know what? I'm way off the rails. But not these. There actually are tabletop electric ones that you drain. Those tend like the Globe, right? So that's $1,400. Star, yeah. There's a whole host of companies that make these tabletop ones that hold an actual basket. There's the Keating out of Illinois. Wells, $6,000. But of course, you're not renting those out. You're renting out something more like the Globe for $1,400. So that you would see. Here's one that actually holds an entire basket. It's supposed to hold a basket. That's not 110. That's 220. But you guys get the idea. That's $238. That's our cost. Well, that's the cost to acquire it. The people that actually make it, if you can, because you can see the setup, and that helps you. Like, yeah, see, Vorath makes one. A lot of people make a tabletop electric 100. See, says 15-pound, and it is 120 volt, 15-pound vat, and they do make them cheaper. But all right, I'm good. See, here's another one from Webstaurant, and just. People don't have any room for these things. They don't have anywhere to put them. So they'd rather go ahead and rent them, and they at that cost, to the client, they say, okay, you want to have this event, you want us to have family day at the retirement home. Okay, well, this is what we need. This is what it's going to cost you. These are the fees to get the equipment, and then we will make all this stuff through the corn dogs and all that funnel cakes and all that other bullshit for the kids, and whatever else they're gonna put into empanadas or whatever that they're gonna put in the deep fryer. But with that, I am done. I think I've gone off the rails long enough this evening. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm too tired to be sleepy. So I guess that is that. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm going to try to stick to the schedule and try to give you guys some training dates. There actually is, I know I missed the Dejan Duke stuff. And next week we've got, God, I took pictures of it. Next week we've got For Real frozen blender training. And anything else you guys would like to know about, drop a line, give an inquiry. A lot of the other products that you guys want to know about, you got to put together a campaign. Each one of you that's interested has to shoot an email to these different manufacturers. And then they told me they will do a training class in the factory. They will do a training class, and that goes for the dishwasher training on the East Coast. That goes for the oven training on the East Coast. They will do a training class in the factory. Giles is coming out to you. My Bay is coming out to you, but those other manufacturers says, yes, we have the training facility. We just don't have enough interest to even have a class. So you guys have the permission from me to hit me up about different training classes you're interested in, and I will let you guys know how we need to contact these factories. Till then, I'll see you on the next one. Later. Let me see my guy. Let me see. Well, let me see where he is in the background. What the hell was his name anywhere in Sesame Street? Was his name? Sorry about that. A little. He's not moving. All right. Well, I'll catch you guys on the next one. And thank you all for those who have contributed to the channel. I really do appreciate it.
Bumper Clyde. Mini Bumper Clyde.